All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining today's Tips and Tricks webinar. Today's topic, as you can see, is on a security awareness training module that's in Harmony Email and Collaboration. Please use the Q&A chat if you have any questions. We'll make sure we answer those during the webinar. Today, our presenter is a security engineer from New Jersey, Joe Ruppel. Joe, what do you have for us today?
Hey, thanks everybody for having me. I wanted to take today's presentation and show you a little presentation. I'm gonna blow through it at lightning speed, so don't blink. And then I'm gonna go to a quick demo, about our security awareness training, which I think is a really relevant topic these days. So, without any further delay, let's get that started. So, security awareness training. Um, I got this slide from a new friend of mine, uh, which I thought was great. Um, we have over 42,000 customers in Harmony Email today, which is just amazing, right? The product has taken off like a lightning bolt, and it's wonderful, right? However, what I think a lot of these customers aren't aware of, or maybe aware of but never took a look, is we have all these add-on features, right? That the platform can do more, right? So it does email security. We all are aware of that. It does email archiving. It does what we call IRAS, which is essentially the managed service. It does SaaS security posture management. It'll do DMARC monitoring, and it'll do security awareness training, which is what we're going to talk about today. So why do we need security awareness training? Well, first and foremost, it mitigates risk. An estimated 95% of security breaches are caused by human error. 95%. That's almost all of them, right? Um, Regulatory compliance, many regulations, things like HIPAA, PCI, etc., require that to be compliant with them, you do periodic training of this type. Not listed here, but also I'm finding more and more that customers, their cyber insurance, the premium will actually be reduced if they do these sorts of trainings. And then, of course, the cost savings, right? Preventing a security incident will save an organization from a very costly data breach. So that's just a few, but certainly some big ones. Um, so what is it that we're offering? Our security awareness training boils down to essentially three major components. We do training in the form of videos. We do phishing simulations where we send fake phishing emails to our users. And then we have the reporting and the monitoring that comes with that. So what are the training modules? They're short, they're concise, and they are generated by AI, which is really cool. The modern workforce needs training that is focused and relevant. So we make them short, right? People don't want to take hours of training. They stop paying attention. The modules are between 5 to 7 minutes. Frankly, I think everyone I saw was five or less. They include a case study. They usually include a couple activities in the middle to keep you engaged. And then at the end, there's usually a final quiz. The AI continues to update it and keep it relevant. And we also have, professionals that are actually supervising the AI. So the training will, make sense and be on topic. Um, the phishing simulation portion. We use various types of phishing. They generate automatically. They are tailored to the attack types that the users have faced. I'm going to go into that in a second, a little bit deeper. But you see on the right-hand side, that's the actual page you get if you click on a link in the email that you shouldn't have. It tells you shouldn't have. It gives you the reasons on the left. What were you supposed to be looking for that you may have missed? And it gives you a little short reminder video. It's not necessarily the training video to run through real quick. And of course, with these things, you need to know how that's going, right? So we have compliance and progress reporting. The reports are all ready, they're exportable. I have fun little animations on this slide where you see different types of widgets where you can see how things are going with your campaign here. So why us, right? There's other players doing this. Why us? The security awareness training is an integrated part of Harmony Email, which in turn is an integrated part through API into Microsoft, right? We don't do MX rules and forwarding and proxying and all that stuff. We just lock in, we become part of Microsoft's platform via the API. So there's no delivery issues, right? The email simply gets injected into the user's inbox. No other solution will look at it. No other solution will false click, right? Like when it emulates the email and says, oh, where's this link take me? The emulation will click the link and you'll see in the report in other solutions, oh no, this person clicked the phishing link, but they didn't, right? Not going to happen here because it's injected directly via the API. The other thing that I think is just spectacular, and I think this is really one of the major things I'd like to drive home. We are seeing, because this is Harmony Email, it is seeing the types of attacks that your users, the whole organization is facing. And in turn, it generates those types of attacks to better train and better to target those types of attacks for your users, right? So for example, if you're seeing specific types of phishing, you may have seen this in Harmony Email on the analytics side. If you're seeing like credential harvesting, the email attacks will be credential harvesting emails. If they are like a ransom type of situation, right, or impersonation, they'll do that instead, right? So it's tailoring these attacks to what you're actually seeing, which I think is just fantastic. The other thing that's really cool is there's practically no configuration. It's a couple clicks to get it going. There's no configuration on the Microsoft side. You don't need to upload and customize any templates because we generate them via the AI and via, as you've seen. There's no need to customize your branding on it either because you already have, you presumably, you probably have your branding in Harmony Email. It's already there, right? And the other cool thing is it automatically localizes. So it looks at your users and where they're based via AD or Entra now. And it will adjust the emails, it will adjust the training modules, both the text and the sound, to their local language. So if they're in Germany, they get the training and the phishing emails in German. And that could be customized too. And the user can actually, for the training modules, change it on the fly if they prefer to see them in French or something. But it's done according to the user's language, right? The other thing is nice is it's automatic. It sends the phishing simulations as you set them automatically. It assigns the periodic training modules automatically. It assigns follow-up training modules for people who fail. And it identifies new employees and then assigns them the training modules they should be assigned. This product, this feature is very new still. So we are still in kind of the first phase. It's available only for Harmony Email customers right now. It is for Microsoft environments only. Google is coming. It's on the roadmap, but we don't have it today. Cloud mailboxes only, and the training portal access, when you log into that, when your users log into that portal, it's through Microsoft login, Entra essentially. So I promised I would blow through the presentation, and I did. I'm going to go to my demo environment, but if there's any questions, if you want to, take a few of those, we could take a few of those.
So far, we're good, Joe. So,
okay. I either spoke way too fast or it was the best presentation we've ever seen.
You answered everything perfectly.
Okay, so you can see my
I did just get one. So, any idea how far in the future Google Workspace may be available?
I heard I heard it's this year. I don't know exactly when. But we'll stay tuned on that.
It's roadmapped and
It's roadmapped and it's coming.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You can see Robert, you can see my
yeah,
management. Yeah. Okay,
correct.
perfect. So in the demo side, so I think a lot of you will be familiar with this, but this is our Infinity portal. You can manage, pretty much every checkpoint technology from here, including, of course, Harmony Email. When you're in Harmony Email, the security training, once it's turned on, is going to be here on the left-hand panel in a section called Security Training. So I'll show you real quick. I created a policy. You could have multiple policies that apply to different users or different groups of users. So if you have those people that need maybe just a little extra training, you can go ahead and do that. Setting up a policy takes just a handful of clicks. You give it a name. Of course, I made the very unique name, new policy. You choose which users. If it's all of your users, then you just go ahead with all users, or you could choose specific groups. Do you want to do phishing simulations? If the answer is no, then do not perform them. If the answer is yes, it will prioritize on the past attacks of the user. I'm going to show you the samples in just a second because I just want to get through this portion real quick. You set your phishing simulations. How frequently do you want them to happen? Daily, weekly, quarterly, etc. What days do you want to send them on? You might not want to send them on weekends because they sit there. People might, be a little paying more attention Monday morning, whatever. And your time range. When do you want to do it during the workday? Do you want to do it, any time of the day? You also set in your policy the training modules that your users are going to take. So we have our modules here. As you see, there's a good amount of them, and we're adding more constantly. Literally, like week by week, we keep adding modules here. And you can see right here, like here's the name of the module. Here's the different languages it's available in currently, and a quick description of it, right? And if we click on one, let's click on ransomware awareness. Why not? If we click preview, it'll bring you to the page. And we can see a ransomware awareness training. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, but there's music and
Yeah, I can't hear it,
they're about
but
to start talking. Yep. But
yeah.
you'll have to trust me then that they're talking. And they explain the training. As you see, it's a fairly straightforward, fun animation. Let me go ahead and just pause it there. As you see on the left, you can choose some different languages. So if you want to take it in French, you can take it in French by a click of a button. So you choose which trainings you want, you hit save. As you see, I selected a handful. You can, in advanced settings, change your emails, how frequently do the users get reminders, when do they get them, and what does that reminder look like, right? But that's it. We hit save, it's running. Your users will start to get emails, hey, you have to take these trainings. They stagger them, so you don't get like a million emails at once. Take a dozen trainings. And it'll start working on those phishing attacks. Now, I held this back for a second to show you. This is what the phishing simulations kind of look like. So you can generate a sample so you can see it. There you go. So click on generate. It'll show you the type of a sample attack that it would send me. So here's an example. Hello, receiver. Access to your account expired today. Please click the link to reactivate your password, right? And obviously, if they click that, they're going to come to a screen that says, hey, you shouldn't have clicked that, and here's why. You can send that specific email from here, but even if not, it's sending these already once the policy is in force. So once you have that policy set up and it's sending them out, you'll be able to start to see things on your dashboard. So you could see, for example, and then we'll just take it just a second to load up. And of course, you could change the time frame of these. You see, I have 19 assigned trainings. One has been passed. A lot haven't been completed yet in this environment. You see how many simulation emails have been sent out and what the results of that were. Most of these things are clickable, right? Compliance level over time and how that's kind of going. You can see the attack types that we've been sending out, right? Credential harvesting, in this case, a lot of those. you see that one user has clicked on a phishing link. And we can see our failure rate over time, right? So this guy failed a couple weeks ago, but otherwise we haven't had people failing in the last few weeks. We can click on this user, right? He failed. Why did he fail? Right? He clicked on this is where he logged in from. This is the information about him, right? Any sort of other things, user actions. So learn a little bit more about that user. Let's go back. And there's a few more widgets here. The training log, right? So here's how, who got what trainings and, what's their status on it, right? Not completed, not completed. When you search through here for a user, you can do like, oh, there you go. You can see like, hey, this user got these simulations and they clicked on this one. They also had the awareness training. This guy passed one of them, but he hasn't completed the other two. And then from there, we could have a little more info about the training log. All this stuff's exportable into CSV. So if we want to export it, be able to kind of see that in other places and share that with others, it can be shared out that way. That's actually kind of the bulk of what I wanted to show you today. Any questions on the admin side? It really does take just a couple of clicks to configure it.
Yeah, we got some more questions here for you. Can simulated phishing emails be sent to users on demand?
Yes, you can do it just the way I showed you. You can search through and pick a user, pick a name, generate one on the spot and click send. You can keep hammering that generate button and it'll keep generating new ones.
Okay, if you don't like what, and then you can modify what it's generated.
Yep.
Yep. You did mention the portal. This is in the Infinity portal. Can you reach those videos for review without Infinity portal account? Because you kind of went through the portal to get to the videos, the training videos.
Yeah, so it gives you a portal, like a portal to log into, and you can actually look at the other videos there as well. So let's see what I got here. So I actually left this one. I took like half the training. As you can see, we got like some of these, questions in the middle, like asking you, should you click the link or should you not, right? So keeps you engaged. The other thing that's cool about these trainings, I failed to mention it, but if the training's running and it's talking and you click away, it stops. So the user has to sit, like it has to be in the front for it to progress.
Yeah,
Really
has to have the focus, right?
Yep.
Okay, so those videos are not in the Infinity portal.
No, they're not in the Infinity portal. No.
Okay. Let's see. I think that covered it on questions here.
You can see some of the other ones here. This is the other portal. You can see the other ones available.
Okay, all different languages.
Yeah, I didn't refine it by language. I should have
right.
refined it just English.
Very good. All right, I think that covers it. Thank you, Joe. If you have any more questions, please dump it into the Q&A quickly. Well, let's see here. We'll send the follow-up email with any reference content and a recording link of this session. Our next webinar will be in 2 weeks. You'll see an invitation for that soon. But Joe, thanks again. And everyone, thanks for joining, and we'll see you here next time. Enjoy your day.
Thanks, guys. Have a great one.
Thanks, Joe. See ya.
Bye.
Yeah.